Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, Suicide Squad, issue number 10. It's going to be one more of these, and then we're supposed to wrap everything up. Of course, I think I said that in the previous issue also. Well, apparently it's going to go one more, and what do I know? Anyway, let's get to who made this comic book, and then I'll explain you what NEB means, because that's kind of important. So, written by Tom Taylor, art by Bruno Redondo, and colors by Adriano Lucas. Those two both made the cover. The letters were done by Wes Abbott. And, oh look, there's the variant cover by Travis Moore and Alejandro Sanchez. So the book starts off with like a 3-page recap-ish. It's not even really a recap. It's like exactly where we left off. There's no time to even do a recap in here. But they do have conversations with each other in case you didn't read the previous issue. And, while usually I enjoy having this stuff happen in a forward page, a preamble, I'm kind of glad they did it like this because they clearly didn't have the page space for anything. This book was so rushed. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't think it takes much to see the genius behind what Tom Taylor does. And yes, I genuinely believe that he is, like, if he's not good at anything else, he'd be an idiot savant because he's that good at writing comic books, But he's not an idiot. Savant, possibly. Anyway, he's really good at this. And I love his books, and I think that he's genius level at writing. That being said, this issue, it really felt like you were taking one of those Costco-size jars of pickles or something like that, and then you break the jar, so you got to stuff the pickles and the juice in another container, but you don't have another one. So you got like a little travel-size container, and you just try and force everything into there, and it's like, it's not actually going to work, right? You're just going to wind up busting up your hands doing this, right? And yet here they go trying to, no, we can do it. Pressure, content's under pressure. Get a label for me. Like, it's really bad and really sad because you could see the genius behind what's happening in here. And you know that if this had another full arc to be able to, tell the story, it would just be incredible. We cry about not having enough new characters and whatnot. And I mean it when I say we need new characters. And I think for the most part, everybody agrees with me, right? Especially in DC. Hello. But instead of, maybe once in a while creating a new character here and there, like a new Batman enemy, one of his rogues gallery or something like that. No, Tom Taylor was actually like, hey, Bruno, you wanna hit the pen and let's actually do some work here? And all of a sudden, we got a whole entire team of new characters. And for the most part, they're all really interesting. Unique personalities, different drawings. You can't mistake one for the other. Some of them have pretty cool names. I like the Airy. Like, that's actually a really cool name. And it just grows on you quickly. Not even like a fungus, just more like a vine. And I don't know where that conversation is going to go. I'm just going to leave it there, hanging on the vine. In the meantime, this was a really good book, man. You've got Ted Cord, like the end of this book, I'm not here to give spoilers. The end of this book, like I'm laughing my ass off. The commentary about billionaires, laughing my ass off. God, I love that. It almost felt like it was another, I don't want to get into spoilers, but what I'm saying is it was really freaking good, man. The problem is you had, okay, guys, Floyd's dead. Well, where'd the bad guys go? They went over there. Well, let's go over there. Somebody got killed. And then let's get out over here. Okay, we got him. Oh, and it turns out this person's not really dead. Wait, what? That looked pretty fatal. No, it's just a flesh wound. Keep going. Where's the killer rabbit? Like the book just stuffing everything in this tiny travel-sized pickle jar. And it's like, you can't do that. And it's not Taylor's fault in any way, shape, or form. He's just trying to tell his story as best he can. And I really feel like he just doesn't have the time to wrap this up. So he's just like, I'm going to stuff as much as I can in here. Oh, this is my baby. And we are the ones that are at loss for this because DC doesn't understand that. They don't get it. Look, I don't enjoy the idea of being that, just some flop who walks around and, can barely hold down a job and talking about, what this big, giant corporate conglomeration needs to do. Why would anybody take advice from you? You know what I'm saying? And for most people, that's true. Maybe it's for me also. I don't know, man. I'm just doing the best I can. I'm trying to look at this, and I'm seeing where stuff is going wrong. I know what I want. I hear what, a lot of you guys say, and I hear what all of you guys, for the most part, say. And I feel like most of us are in agreement. Even if we disagree with everything else, it's that some books just don't need to be canceled. We need more than just Batman comic books out. We need more than just a new villain for Batman to punch in the face. We need new characters. We need new lifeblood. And every time they try to do it, they either do it the wrong way. Like with that, for crying out loud, the New Age of Heroes stuff that they did. There was so much potential. And some of those stories were going so damn well. And they're just like, let's make them carbon copies of other characters. No, don't do that. Don't. It's like, I don't think that they expected it to be successful. And then when it was, that's when they finally decided to try and get their act together. But then we noticed, it's heartbreaking. And here Taylor introduces an entire new team. And we don't have all that same team here, but it's a Suicide Squad book. And on top of that, the deaths of some of the characters in here, like, they only added to the story of the survivors. And, like, there's so much here. So much. And we're reduced to, get in that travel-sized pickle jar, you giant-sized pickles, you. And it breaks my heart. This should have been so much better. This should have gotten so much more respect instead. It's dying from a case of NEB. Not enough Batman. If there was more Batman in this comic book, it probably wouldn't have died a terrible, horrible, flaming death. That being said, I'm really tired of everybody just trying to interject Batman into things, What would happen to the Justice League comic book if Batman didn't show up again? Would it just be over because, Look, we need Batman. Everybody needs some Batman in their lives. But we also need other things too. Think about the way the Fawcett comics went down, man. Don't do this to yourselves there, DC. Just don't do it. Unfortunately, this is a wasted chance for them to have new characters fleshed out and just doing amazing things across the board. No, instead, we get a really good comic book that just got canceled, and all of us, all of us are at a loss because of it. It is what it is. DC, please fix your head, because this really should have been a lot better. This really should be an ongoing, and it shouldn't have to worry about being canceled. I mean, good books shouldn't have to worry about that. That shouldn't be a threat that lingers over top of their heads or hangs over their heads or something like that. Anyway, guys, I'm tired. If you can't tell, probably about to start slurring my words pretty soon. So like the video, watch an ad, enjoy the book, or just read over somebody else's shoulder. I barely even want to, support the book for coming out and them just canceling it because, whatever. Anyway, I'm out. Like the video, watch an ad. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.